Hello, 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 good evening. Just waiting for a few people to come on. If you've got any questions tonight, please let me know. It's Susan Wilkinson Cox, your holistic intuitive coach. Oh, I better turn the volume off that, or it will be echoing. Yeah, welcome, welcome. If you've come on board, please let me know you're here. If you've got any questions, let me know. Hi, Diane. Great to have you on board. Thank you very much for your support. And if you're watching this on replay, say replay hashtag, and let me know how you're doing. I did say I was back last week, and I did say that this week we would be doing a live mini soul plan reading. So I'll tell you all about that in a minute when we bring Joanne, who's volunteered to come on board live tonight. So that's going to be interesting. But I wanted to also say to remind you that as of Wednesday and every Wednesday from next week, 6:30 in the morning approximately, there will be a meditation. And then on Thursday night at 9 o'clock, there will be a meditation. And then every morning, if it goes according to plan, there will be a 60 seconds of motivation that I will put up here, usually probably with me speaking, but it may be that it'll be a video depending on time, and it may well be that it might be a post, but generally it's going to be me. So I hope you're all well. I hope you're all staying safe in this crazy pandemic, but I really wanted to just crack on straight away, because I was a bit later tonight. We've just been on them crazy days. So I hope you were well. You know where I am if you need me. But I wanted to tell you and take you through a mini soul plan reading to see if this might be of something you might be of interest, or it might be something that you might be able to use for guidance in your life. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Joanne in, and she's the lady that's agreed to allow me to do her mini soul plan. So please welcome Joanne. Joanne, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much for volunteering to do this. It's very brave of you, because I'm bearing your soul. Have you ever had anything like this before?
No.
Okay. So I'll tell you about a soul plan reading. So I'll tell you where it derives from, and I'll tell you how we go through a soul plan. So a soul plan is based on the vibration of your name. We use the Hebrew alphabet because it's one of the 5 sacred languages, and it has 22 letters in it. So we use 22 numbers. We use Star of Life, or the Star of David, which I'll share that with you now. Just let me share my screen. You'll see what I'm working with. So hold on, let me get this in here. So, okay, so I'm going to share that with you. So this is what the beginning of your soul plan looks like. So we have here a triangle. So the downward triangle here is the worldly challenges. It represents your first 35 years of your life. And then we have the upward triangle, which represents the remainder of your life from 35 onwards. However, this soul plan is activated all of the time, so different elements of it can come in and out, and you may feel some stronger than others, or you may feel some have developed a little bit later, or some a little bit earlier, but it's there for you. We start with the worldly challenge, and we get numbers and we get symbols that we place around the star like this, and then we work with the first 35 years, and then we go on to our spiritual challenges. So what is the soul plan about? It's a vibration of your name. We don't need your birth date. It is just your name. And stop sharing that now. So your name, your numbers from the sacred language, your letters of your name, when put together, form a vibration that brings into play the blueprint of your life. So basically, what journey your soul wants to have in this lifetime. So you would have been up in heaven, if you like, with your guides, guardians, helpers. You would have said, actually, in this lifetime, I actually want to experience this, that, and the other. And that actually might be pain. It might be heartache. It might be, dominance. It could be living on an island. It could all sorts of things. So you are born in the perfect time, at the perfect place, with the perfect parents. Even if that experience is not good, it's what your soul has wanted. And the idea is that we learn through all of this. We learn through our challenges, and we grow, and ultimately really ultimately reach our soul destiny. Not a lot of people to reach that. However, once you know and you're armed with your soul plan, you can better move forward in this lifetime and get an understanding of, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep doing that? You know, and you set about on that path. So that is the basis of a soul plan. And even if you think, oh, my mum wanted to call me Susie, and your dad went down to the register office and he called you Joanne, it was meant to be, because you already chose your name so that you could have those experiences. Hi guys, thanks for dropping on. If you've got any questions or queries, then let me know. We're talking soul plan tonight, your soul plan, and in this case, this soul plan is for Joanne. She's bravely allowed me to come on board and do a mini soul plan. So you've got to appreciate that a full soul plan would take me a long time to actually pull together, but it is only based on the vibration of her name. So Joanne, what do you think about that, and do you have any questions so far?
That's really interesting. Where you get the numbers, what do the numbers represent? So like, obviously they're different.
So what we do, we have a formula. So I would take your name and lay it out, and then each one of your letters of your name would represent a number in the Hebrew alphabet, and then we would add all those numbers together in a sequence, and then we would place them around the star and keep going around until all of those numbers have been used up, and then there is a symbol that goes against them that comes with the numbers. So that's how we get them, and we add that up, and that's how we get your vibration. It's a bit like a crescendo. You bring everything together, and this is why it's important that you use your name, Joanne. I know sometimes I call you Joe, but Joanne, I like to be called Susan. In some of the African sort of tribes, they say my name, because they believe that it brings good spirits to them when they say their name. So if, for example, life wasn't bringing you what you wanted, you could have a name overlay and maybe change your middle name, but your blueprint of your life, whether you've been adopted or whether you get married or you change your name, will remain quintessentially who you are. You know, your married name will have an imprint definitely on the direction of your name, but it will never, ever push you in that direction that you're meant to go in, ultimately, your soul's destiny.
I'm going to demand everyone call me Joanne from now on.
Absolutely. So we're going to begin your soul plan. Okay, so I'll just remind everybody, and I think for this, I'm going to put your soul plan up on the screen so everybody can see, and then I'll bring it back down once we've had a little look at it again. So I'm going to bring Joanne's soul plan. This is just a chart up. So as you can see here, I'll bring it down a little bit so I can see a little bit of you. So here, oh no, I'm not going to do it like that. Sorry, guys. Right, so this is Jo's soul plan. So I'm going to start here with her worldly challenges. But first, when I initially looked at your soul plan, Jo, what I found was that the overall view that I initially got when I looked at it was that you had difficulty of letting go of the past and changes, that there were codependency patterns within yourself growing up, and that may not be now, that may have been in past relationships or situations, that you may have been growing up and having self-worth issues, and they may still be there, but they may not. There may have been learning difficulties. You couldn't be bothered, you didn't want to, you didn't feel like you fit in at school, and you found it a challenge or something like that, and that you were perhaps very shy, you know, in your younger years. And definitely here, there are spiritual abilities for you, whether they are latent or whether you've come into them. If not, you will definitely start to use those later on. So, Jo, can you understand that first bit of what I'm seeing of you?
Absolutely. It sounds exactly me.
But
It's spot on.
But as long as you can relate to some of those things, and not everything will be active, but some of them will be. Yeah. So that's what I generally saw with you. Okay. But then when we go here, we're here now on, we've got this little thing here represents the changeling fetus coming into existence. So it's a bit like you were growing up, and you got 5-5. So you were growing up, and for you, you were shy. You didn't want to show people the world. You were very much didn't want to be here in a spiritual way, whether you were aware of that or not, which would have been your shyness. You're not wanting to learn, if you like, or having difficulty learning because And that could be not because you didn't know, it was because perhaps you weren't heard, or the experience with the teacher perhaps was not as pleasant as you might want it to be. Can you understand those first insights that I see?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. And this is what we want. So, also what we find with this 5 that comes in is that you're very sensitive. You may have been very ungrounded, and unless you've worked through these, then they will still be there for you. You were under assertive, and you didn't trust your intuition within that. But what this is trying to say is we want you to get you through this challenge, and we want you to become more assertive. We want you to come out and express yourself, so you're not this hiding away. You're coming onto the stage and you're showing the world who you are. And I think, knowing a little bit about you, I think you're coming into this now. So remember, this is a life's journey. All these things are not just going to happen today, tomorrow. You've got to learn and work through them. And there might be bits you work through and bits that you don't work through. But I'm sure you can see some of the changes that you have come across now at the age that you are from back then. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, but what we're trying to do here, we're trying to get into the positive, most definitely here with you. Let me see what else I've got here for you. And here it's about finding your voice. So when you do find your voice, you will have the energies of a public speaker. And if you look at this one here, which is a spiritual challenge, funny enough, which we'll get to here, this little thing, I always say it looks like a little bit like a sperm, excuse me, but it doesn't. It represents the tongue. And again, here you've got this is about this elemental existence. This is about you coming out and showing the world who you are. So this is about you finding your voice again. So this is when you get into, later in life. So you've had that struggle twice, but we'll come to that. So it's all about you finding your voice, articulating yourself, really for you to really sort of show the world who you are and make a mark in your world. And I think that is what you're doing now, but only because I know you a little bit, but we'll talk about that afterwards. So this is about you expressing yourself and coming into the world. So some of your limiting beliefs may have been, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, I can't do it, I need help, somebody has to protect me. Do you resonate with that, Jo?
Yeah.
I mean, this is amazing how accurate this is. I love this. Even my own is very
so
true.
Accurate.
And then we go round to here. So we're here at the worldly challenge. So remember, the worldly talents. Talents are here to help you overcome your worldly challenges, okay? So here we have the 8-8, and we have symbols, we have polarities, we have qualities, which I'll tell you more about those when we do a full one with you, but I'll tell you a few of them. So the key here for you in this area is grounding. So from that element, from that changeling fetus, not being grounded, not really wanting to be here, you then get the talent of the, it's called Ches. It's a number 8, and it's grounding. So this is really trying to ground you into this earth plane so that you can, you can share with other people. It's about, the body part is the right hand. So it's finally about you reaching out and starting to ask for help, starting to receive rather than to give, and being open to people and allowing people to come into your life on your terms. It's about you being a very high frequency. So at that point, let me pause a minute. When I talk about high frequency, I said I see clear spiritual abilities here for you. Are you ever aware of that high frequency or that sensitivity or that just knowing of things?
I get a lot of deja vu, or I don't know if it's deja vu, but it's where I think I've been here before. So I get a lot of that, and I have some really weird dreams which feel really real. And another thing which I've developed, which I never used to have this, but I've got like a sixth sense for things. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but I just know when something's not right, or I just know if something's wrong or something like that. I've normally got quite good sense for stuff like that.
And that's fine, and that's where it all starts to begin. So you have that, and that's a really important thing to have. So brilliant, you've got that. What we say with this one, the 8-8 is really very much about, you being able to look into things and to know things. And we say clairvoyant ability to come in here. So you're able to see the future. You have the ability, we say, to tune into situations or people, and you just know the truth. And one of the big things here for you is you hate liars. You know, I'm looking down there, guys, because my phone's down there, so I can see Joanna, and this is just the screen I can see with the chart on. So yeah, so you've got the ability to see things. You extensive sight into spirit, or insight is what we say. And what we say for you, growing up, you had made less errors in spiritual decisions or intuitive decisions than you did in worldly decisions. Can you resonate with that?
Yeah.
You know, when you follow your gut, if you just followed your gut, you know, you just you seem to get on with it. And you've got a high degree of emotional intelligence here. So, you know, tune into that more, even if it's latent or manifested, but work on that through your meditation and mindfulness and all the things that you do. So here it's all about nurturing sensitivity, the earth connection, grounding and connecting with others, and that clairvoyant to be able to see. So don't doubt what you see, trust that intuition more and more.
Yeah.
Any questions so far?
No, this is just freaky because it sounds so accurate.
Okay, then here we're moving up to here now, which is the 7-7. So I love this one. I've got one of these. So this is world ago. This is the 7-7. So it's working to heal the heart. You know, your heart. It's the symbol. The symbol is of two elements that are united by a powerful link. So if you can't see that, but if you could see it on a bigger picture, there's links. There's a little gap between them, so you could pull them apart. But you are the link that unites. You're a person that would catalyze people into doing other things. So you bring them in, and the three people or the four make a strong link. You unite people, and then you catalyst them. So you give them ideas. You give them the belief that they can do something more, something better, and they might come in and out of your life. And you might think, gosh, why do people leave me? It's because they've learned on that path of life with you, that's as far as they can go. And they go away, and in maybe 10 years, they might come back and say to you, Jo, you saved my life. You made the change, what you said that day. So, you know, just still continue to be you and allow yourself just to give off what you do. It's also about a very strong vibration, and it's a bit like the judge, the arbitrator. You hate lies, and you would bring people together, and you could bring two opposed fractions together, and you could find peace with them in some sort of way. So do you ever find that you're the peacemaker?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, watch for that more and more. But and you're here also to finalize decisions. So, you know, you're not a person that you may have been, but you've got the ability to not dilly-dally anymore, to actually be decisive and be finalized in all the decisions and arrive at a solution for everything that you need. And this is all by yourself. So forget the codependent behavior, forget you need somebody. You don't. This is all about you, and you can affect major change in yourself, in others. And you need to become open and decisive in life, and to come out of hiding. So the hiding is the changeling features. You know, this is what this is about. They're giving you the goals and the talents and the abilities for you to be able to do that. Do you understand that? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, lovely, jubbly. And then we move on to, and remember, guys, this is only a short one. We'd be here for at least an hour and a half if we were doing a long one. And then we go on to our spiritual challenges. So what happens when we get to our spiritual challenges? This is about 35. It can be a bit earlier and it can be a bit later, depending how developed that you are within that. But you might feel that, say, sometimes you get to your 40s and you think some women do a Shirley Valentine, some men buy a car or have an affair, you know, or something like that. We go a bit doolally, or we think, I just don't know what I want. But what it is, it's your soul. It's passionate like this, and it's saying, Joanne, listen to me. You've done all those worldly things by now. You've got your house, you've got your education. Some people have children or a dog and a cat and whatever else, but you've got those things. Come on, it's time now for you to get into your spiritual self, into your soul. And that's why we feel a bit angst, you know, we're a bit perturbed, we don't know what we're doing. So this is what happens here. So we might think we're going backwards, but we're not. So here we've got, so we're here on the 17-8. So I've got this little symbol here, which I call a little sperm, and then you've got this lovely, what I call a fried egg symbol, but it's not. So this is about you not being able to express yourself. So how old are you now, Jo, if you don't mind me asking you?
37.
So 37. So you're just getting into that. But when you say was around 35 or just before, did you find that you had challenges or resistance, or you didn't see a way out or going forward?
Yeah.
And that could have been, I'm not asking you to open that up, but it could have been relationships, it could have been work, it could have been family, it could be anything. But we tend to experience something around this time. But this for you is all about learning to express yourself. But you wouldn't want to do at that time because you were uncertain about yourself. And it might still be in other areas of life, but what we want to do is we want to become expressive in society. And again, there's that grounded coming in and the right hand. There's also two polarities that come in with this, which is interesting, which I'm going to go through with you. What we'll start finding is as you get more mature, you'll be good in a business sense or in a career sense. But we've got a polarity here. It's called slavery to dominion. And I'll read it because I don't know it off by heart because I've just typed it today. So it says, you may choose at a soul level to literally experience the energies of slavery by placing yourself in subservient positions to someone seemingly more powerful than you, such as a guru. You'll give your power away. It could be a man, it could be a friend. Ultimately, you're here to break away from that slavery and take back your power. Ultimately, you must learn to break away from gurus, masters, teachers, dominant people within your life and take your power back, to have sovereignty over your dominion, so your reality. The slave identity is often hard to let go of because there is an energetic drain on the master. And if this is to change, the slave will have to take responsibility for themselves, which is very challenging. So what I'm going to say to you is to take responsibility for yourself. So when I say that, what comes to mind?
What is in a relationship sense? So that's what comes to mind to me. But
yeah. So what I'm saying, not a total no, but you find in past relationships, not that you've been a slave to them, but sometimes they've been a little bit more domineering over you. Can you understand that? Or it could be family, it could be work situations.
Yeah, in relationships, definitely.
Yeah, and do you feel you're overcoming that now?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I see that with you. You've completely changed, but, and obviously here we've got sight. So again, it's that sight, the ability to clearly see into the future. And then we also have here. I'll come back to you about a reading later on. So I've just got that one. And great, Christine. Love to see you on board. Dean, Sandra, Nora, lovely. Mark, great to see you on board. Thank you for joining us. And then also the symbol represents speech. That's the one. It's speech in society. And I definitely know you've got more vocal as you've got older. And the meaning of Peth, which is the Hebrew letter for that symbol, is the mouth. The symbol is like a tongue expressing forth. So that's what you're doing here. This one here, you're learning to find your voice, but you may resist. So just keep plodding going forward. And then the other one is the elemental existence. So a strong earth vibration that literally grounds you to the earth. It enables you to relate to all people and acclimatize with ways on earth, emotional and personal. And you have, again, a high degree of sensitivity. But also with this comes this person. So do you find, because this tells me, maybe not before, but now I could put you on under the embankment if it's still there with all the, the people less fortunate, the tramps, and you would get on. I could sit you with the Queen, I could sit with Dalai Lama, I could sit with you with a bunch of old ladies, and I could sit with you high society, and you would just get on with them. Can you understand? Have you seen that in yourself yet?
Yeah, I can make conversation with anybody.
But that's you, and all those different situations are about you finding your voice, building you up for what is to come for you, in your personal and in your career as well. So what we say here, the lesson in slavery is in lesson from slavery to freedom. So nobody has any shackles on you anymore. You may have had an inability to relate to others, or a lack of desire to do so. So you may have shied away from people at one time. But remember, this is the challenge. We're getting out of all of these things. Overcome what has been imposed to keep you quiet or keep you in the background, and find your expression. Come out and be who you are. Maybe you may have here at this point, you may have had or still have a lot of value judgment. So therefore, your self-worth at some point may not have been what it should have been. I'm not good enough. I can't do it. Are you with me with this? Does this resonate? Yeah. But these value judgments, need to come away. And also it may have been people that don't know you may think, oh, well, you know, you've got a cold exterior, but they don't know you. But have you had that before where people have thought you've had a cold exterior?
Yeah, I've been told people think I'm unapproachable.
Yeah, and it's not true. It's just that they don't know you, you know, but this is more and more you know, express yourself, you come out of who you are, the more people will warm to you. You're like a little kettle simmering, getting warmer and warmer, then you're going to boil. And just like that, you know, 7-7, everybody's going to be drawn to you, like a magnet. So you may experience a lot of abundance and you may experience lack during these periods. But what we've got to say to you, whatever it is, what is your attitude in life to abundance in all areas of expression? Are you open to it or need to be in lack of it? Are you worthy of it? So everything that you go through, if you find yourself doubting yourself, you know, then sit for a moment and say, am I being negative? Am I being positive? Am I doubting myself? Am I saying I can't do it, or can I do it? And then push yourself through to the positives that you can actually do it. Thanks, Diana. You know, make sure that you can do that, because you can. Here it's all about adjusting to that vibration, that ethereal vibration that you so strongly have. But we're coming out now. Okay, it's all about expression and talking. Any questions so far? Anything you don't understand?
No, it all makes complete sense to me.
We then move on from the challenge, and again, you've got all these other forces from your worldly downward triangle coming into play now, and this is where you are now. I think this is 11-2, and you're grateful that the 11-2 is definitely not in your challenge, because when we have the 11-2 in our challenge, we can't let go of things, people, the past. We have difficulty and we stay stuck a lot. But fortunate for you, this is in a talent, so this is, you know, something that helps you move on. So the 11-2 is about assimilation, structure, resilience. So you have the coiled spring there, here, this one. So this is maternal but paternal, so that people can come into that spring for protection from you. But whatever happens to you, you will find that from now on, you may get down, but you will bounce right back up. We call it the mold of assimilation. Sorry, we call that the coiled spring, full of vigor and energy, with resilience and bounce, and has a suspension system. So basically it means you can support yourself and others, but it is eternal that it's open at the bottom. The other symbol is a mold of assimilation, and that's a geometric shape which assimilates all forms and structures and can reshape existing forms. So it means that you can reinvent yourself continually. You know, you've got the possibility of having ventures on other shores, whether it's personal or business. The direction is the wind, the west. So it's all about symbolic of the sun setting, things leaving you, having to let go and accepting the transience of life, but accepting that people will come and go in your life. Remember, this here is you're on your path of life, and people will come off on your path of life for a reason or a season. Some will stay a little while, some will stay a long while. The question you must always ask yourself is, what am I learning here? What have I learned? And then let that person go. But I don't think you will hold on to things too much. You may at first resist, but then afterwards you'll move forward. The body part is the right eye. It's about you, the ability to see things clearly. So this is clearly about you, Joe. The whole reading is really starting to grow, emerge, and see things as you're meant to see them. Vision for you in all areas is important. So have you ever felt, as you've been growing, that you know something's there, almost like a mist or a cloud, but you can't quite see it, but you know it's coming?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's this is what it is for you. And what we're saying here, the planet is Venus, it's love. And you've got another polarity here, actually, which is death to life. And the planet Venus. So the death to life polarity is this. This is the most extreme double letter experience. Ultimately, the lesson is about valuing life, your life and other life around you. This usually manifests as experience, near-death experiences, or a bereavement, or close friends or relatives, loss of friends. So that doesn't necessarily mean death. It could be loss of people leaving your life. Through these experiences, rapid transformation of consciousness occurs. The speed of the transformation creates great intensity, This rapid transformation is a metaphor for the death of who you are and the birth of a new level of awareness of you. Do you get that?
Yeah.
So, it's you, and I think you have grown because you have had to go through experience and letting go of people, not initially wanting to, but then doing it. And then, you are then born again. You're seeing things. You get this change quickly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like a whole new lease of life.
Yeah, absolutely. So here, there's also the foolishness to wisdom. So this is foolish decisions are based purely on emotional energy, where one is just reacting, opposed to being, to basing your actions, on what has been learned. So foolish decisions are based purely on emotional energy, where one is reacting as opposed to basing actions on what you have learned. So the lesson is in learning what to do so that a positive outcome is achieved. This requires much trial and error, and eventually wisdom will be achieved out of all of the mistakes. So the teachings, okay? So you learn from each one. So like I said to you before, people come on your path of life. What have I learned? What have I learned from them? Okay?
Mhm.
So so there you go. So this is all about you growing, letting go of people and see what's coming for you. But obviously having that resilience and balance and recreating yourself. So you've got it all there for you. Any questions, Jo?
No, don't think so.
Okay, lovely. And then here we get to your spiritual goal here at the top. This is the energies of Archangel Michael, and this is like a vice here. Okay, so it's what we say, it's the manifestation of God, power and stability, and very spiritual. The planet associated with Virgo and all the Virgo traits. The left hand is about not wanting to reach out, but you will reach out in this occasion. You've also got the crown of the head, which is the gateway, so it's your spiritual connection. And the quality is work. So it's a studious worker. So you have become or are a steady, studious worker, and you have to work to achieve in all aspects, especially in the karmic ones. So you have to work to achieve something. You're not the person that can sit back and say, okay, take care of me, do this. You've been forced and pushed, even when you didn't want to, even the job you've got now that you thought might be a challenge you're in and you're flying. Do you get that resemblance there?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. And then here we have the symbol. We talked about the earth celebration. The two interlocking forces come together in unity and stability. These are a powerful divine male energies of Archangel Michael, a very high frequency of healing that comes in for you. And the other one is a symbol of potential manifestation of the eternal spirit. On the earth, it symbolizes that spirit moves in curves and ways and circles rather than in straight lines. It depicts a male and feminine genitalia, symbolizing completeness of the blend of the male and the female here. And what your life's goals are here is to complete and master yourself and coming to full soul consciousness. These are the powerful divine master energies associated with Archangel Michael. In doing so, you will achieve everything you came here to do so. In other words, fulfill your soul purpose, not just part of it. Have the ability to work in the spiritual realms in many ways if you choose to do so. You've got a very high healing ability and vocal expression, and you can be used as a channel for spirit should you choose to do so. So, this spirituality is not necessarily doing all of the things that I do. It's about, it could be just, getting into your meditation. It could be just getting into being still with yourself and just kind of finding the way to go. And that could just be prayer. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be the way that I do it. So, I mean, interesting, Joey. I think for me, it shows, your progression of where you've been, of where you've come. Can you see yourself in all of that? And it's got very quick, but it's only a little mini one. The big one will be for hours. Does that, just
Yeah.
all that, the growth as we go round
The whole everything that you've just said has resonated with me. Like whether it's happened in the past or whether I feel it now. It's exactly that. It's just scary that
yeah.
can
And on a
basically.
one-to-one, when we're doing the full one, I'll give you tools, more insight and information how to work through these. This is just telling you what is here. But when we go and look at your soul destiny, thanks everybody for coming on. Any questions, let me know privately or otherwise. If you're interested in the soul plan, you want to know more, or indeed have one, then let me know. So then we go to your soul destiny. So right in the center of your chart, not a lot of people actually get to this point, but some people do. But life is constant work and an effort, definitely. Somebody's asked me a question. Somebody's thanking you, Joe, for sharing. And is it your maiden name or so? It is your maiden name. Whoever's asked me that question, because I can't see the name, it is your maiden name that we use to do the soul plan, because that's where your vibration is. That's what holds the blueprint of your soul journey on this lifetime. Soul plan readings, yeah, okay. Mother was consciously influenced by choosing my children's name. Were they already chosen? Yes, they were already chosen for you. It doesn't matter whoever it is. You're a bit late. Can't see all your names if you don't put your names on. But yeah, I'll answer some questions in a bit as well. I'm sure Joe will. So we've got to go on to your soul destiny here. And your soul destiny, you've got a 13-4, and you've got like a little pebble or a wave on top of the other, which it means the initiation of water. And you've got like a geometric shape that just keeps going and going and going. So here, this is about seed to desolation. You have the symbol of water and wisdom, the revealed and the concealed. The deep lower waters are revealed, whilst the upper waters initially lie beyond comprehension. An initiation of water to uncover emotional wisdom. These are the divine mother, feminine, female energies. These are the vibration of absolute love. So everything you do and where you're attaining to is with pure and absolute love and with the truth. You hate liars or lies. The other symbol this is the energy of duplication, a geometric symbol overflowing and duplicating its own pattern, symbolizing ideas are born of abundance and can create wealth. So you could take an idea or a system and you could use it and make it your own and actually, make money out of that, whether that's and that could be in your own job, working and elevating yourself or making something better, but it will be better for sure. And obviously the initiation with water is all about you getting into yourself, finding yourself, digging deep into the self, into the waters that lie still. The planet is Neptune, so idealistic, spiritual and sensitive and creative. So very sensitive nature coming through with you. The gateway, again, is the nostrils. So it's all about you sensing, knowing. You can sort of smell what's coming on the horizon. So do you have a sensitive nose, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody has to say, yes, I have, whether that's good or bad. But we have sensitive noses, definitely. Hi, Rachel. Thanks for jumping on. Hi, Pamela. The East, so allowing new dawns to come into your life. So allowing things, don't push them away, look at them, embrace them, love them. The polarity here is learn to have complete faith in the universe, and the universe will support you in all your ventures. The wisdom here, one of the major qualities of the feminine aspect of God is wisdom, and that is about coming into those energies required. Coming into those energies requires the acquisition of wisdom. And wisdom is not something we learn, it's something we remember, or it comes through our experiences. This is acquired by delving deep into the waters of your emotions, so that what is hidden becomes revealed. So all of those things that we keep pushing down, 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 we don't want to look at, we want to start brushing those bits of sand and water away, and then we can really get in touch with who we are, clear ourselves, and really do the work that you're meant to do. The initiation of water, this is when you go into the depths of those emotions for the first time, and there will be a first time if it's not happened, and it will be emotional for you, but you will learn so much and you will grow. You'll have a reset. Everything will be reset for you, and you'll think, whoa, it's like you've stepped over the water. Where, how did I get from here to here? And
how do I do that?
Sorry?
How do I do that?
We'll talk about that one. But you're already on that journey anyway. You're already on that journey. Your soul destiny here, and then you have a soul message. So your soul destiny here is to become a loving and wise person. You're here to share the Christ consciousness energies. Whatever you have as a goal is expanded out. This potential grows stronger the more you open your heart. You may involve a journey of establishing trust and gathering wisdom and understanding, to share and expand all things in your life, love, knowledge, money, and yourself, to radiate out yourself to the world and show the world who you are. You are here to fully embody the 13-4 at the core, and you will be a beacon radiating out unconditional love and draw those who need support, wisdom, and love. So you're here to teach, and it may well be that as you go on your journey, your spiritual journey, you will get later on, it might be even your 40s, it might be your 50s, where you decide that actually this is what I want to do now. I want to help people. I want to do this. And with this comes the message that for you to open a center where greater numbers of people can grow. And that could be not necessarily you facilitating it, or it could be leaving something behind for other people to learn from. This is what, your soul destiny is. So what's your thoughts on that? Just that, I know it's a lot to take in, and we've gone through it very quickly. Hold on. I'll give you a minute to think about that. I've got some messages coming in. Don't know if this is an appropriate question for this platform, but the next 3 weeks could be changing. Hold on. For me, although I'm excited for the change, not sure what direction I will go in. Oh, well then, Rachel, you're going to have to give me a call and we can talk about it. Hi, Mandy. But yeah, I think there's been, actually, to be honest, and anybody else that's listening, I think there's been an energy shift. Well, I know there's been an energy shift. The other morning, I got up I was tossing and turning from 2:30 till 3:30. I couldn't sleep, so I got up. I thought I'd be exhausted the next day. I stayed wide awake till 11 o'clock, and my energy never dropped once. I do believe I was receiving a download. I do believe that energies are changing, and I feel that all of a sudden everything is reset in my life, and mindset, everything has just completely changed. So yes, Rachel, be excited about it, embrace it, and just accept it with open arms. Don't push it away or challenge it, but be clear on it. So sit in the stillness. So Jo, what you've thought then so far?
I just think it makes a lot of sense. Like everything you're saying, I actually think, wow, like it's blown my mind.
And the thing is, I'll do this for you again, and we'll work together. And within that, what will happen is we'll go through these in more depths, and then you'll get the tools and the clearer understanding, or the management to be able to give you or put you in the direction what you should do to bring all this energy and help you better grow, so that you can be the best and do what you're meant to do with actually pure love and help and work with other people. Definitely. But, you're still quite young, so you've still got a way to go. But let me look at this question. I want to read dismissal. Oh wait, right. I want to read. All right, that's fine, Rachel. Yeah, no problem. Right. So I want to read your soul purpose summary.
Okay.
To achieve your goals in this life in an expanded sense, to do things on a large scale and very successfully. Furthermore, in doing so, be a rock to all those who need support at the highest level, to radiate the frequencies of unconditional love. And that, Joanne, is your soul plan reading.
A lot of love involved.
A lot of love for you. And I think this is it. I think, for you, it's been growing, and, a lot of turbulence, I think, that's been in your life, and challenges that you've, I think experienced. And I think we take a while to get into our soul purpose, or our spiritual side. And that's not, like I've said, not woo-woo or other things. It can be something very different. So I think just allow that to evolve and going in the direction, because we're on this path we're on, and we have to get to the other side. You just can't just jump from A to C. You've got to go through B, no matter what challenges. And in this lifetime, we are meant to have challenges. even though we may not quite understand why would the universe allow me to go through such pain or challenge? Why can't I just have it? But that wouldn't allow your soul to grow, and your soul needs to grow.
True. But have I been through all my challenges now? Because I can't do any
No.
more.
No, you've got more to go through, but that's okay. But you've been through a lot of them, definitely, for sure. So, is there anything you'd like to say to anybody, or anything you'd like to share with us that would resonate with that make people understand clearly? You don't have to, but just as long as it resonated, and I will say, even though I know Joanne. I have never done a soul plan before, and I don't know all about her life, and I certainly don't know all about her challenges. So this is just based on her name, the vibration of her birth name as written on the birth certificate. And it does not matter if you're adopted at all. It doesn't matter. But this is how it is. So, Jo.
Yeah, I'm just really like every single thing that you have said. I can actually think, oh my God, that's actually happened to me, or oh my God, I can see it coming, or I don't know what it is. It's just some weird sixth sense in me, probably. I don't know, but absolutely. I'm really shocked that was so accurate.
Thank you. They are. I mean, people are. They say, oh, well, is it? And even mine.
I've had one before.
Yeah, it is quite amazing, and it's good, particularly if people feel a bit stuck and they're not sure which direction they're going to go in and what they need to do. They can identify their challenge and say, well, actually, that is me. I'm still there. I've still not got over that self-worth issue. I've still not got over this, that, and the other. You can identify with it, and then once you know and you can clearly see it, then you can start to move forward. But until you do, you can't. It's just not going to happen. Not at all. All right.
Yeah.
So, Jo, thank you very much for allowing me to read your mini soul plan live. But what I'm going to do, I want to put you back in the green room, and I will speak to you in a minute. All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, guys, so there you have it. Longer than I anticipated, but very full on. If you're interested in a soul plan reading, and of course anything else, or you're stuck in life and you need a bit of guidance, then please let me know. If you just got some general queries about a soul plan and your soul's journey, then I'd be happy to have a chat with you for sure. But in the meantime, thank you for coming on board here. If you're watching on replay, do #replay. Any comments, private or otherwise, let me know. And to remind those that came on late, that Wednesday mornings starting next week between 6 and 6:30, there will be a meditation, a live meditation, and Thursday evenings at 9 o'clock. And then daily I will be popping on with a 60-second motivation or inspirational live for you. Hi, Kia, where have you been? You missed it. But anyway, you can watch it on replay, but that's the soul plan for you. If you're interested in having a soul plan, like I've said, give me a call. I thank you for your attention tonight, and I'm always here, and I love you lots and lots, and I will speak to you all soon. Thank you very much. Bye.